Okay, this question is basically on the section on trigo equation. Okay, so you will need to apply some formula, get to the part where you can do a basic angle and ASTC. Okay, so some students, when they look at it, they didn't know what formula to apply. So if you look at the function cosine, secant, tangent, okay, so what formula will you come to mind? So let's list out first. So secant will be 1 over cosine A, and tangent will be sine over cosine. So that's the first thing. So maybe I will write a formula column here. So let's plug the formula in. Okay, when you plug the formula in, you realize that you get same denominator on the right side, which means that you can make it into a single fraction. So if you can make it into a single fraction, that you will be able to do a cross multiplication. So because you insert the two formula and it lead you to realize that you can combine those single fraction, then you can cross multiply. So at this stage, you see something cosine square. So what can we do with cosine square? So cosine square has a formula that I can try applying. So in fact, I'm going to apply the cosine square formula, and eventually it get you into a quadratic. So if you can't see the quadratic directly like this, you can do a substitution. You can do a substitution. So you can see a quadratic equation. Okay, so form the quadratic as per normal. So do your factorization. So you do your normal quadratic as if you solve for your two normal answer. Okay, so that's not the end yet. Return your substitution. So return your substitution. And from here, this is where you are able to apply your basic angle and your ASTC. So do remember, when you are doing your basic angle, ignore the negative sign. So in this case, if you do out the sine inverse 2, you will get a math error on your calculator. So there won't be any solution here. So from here, if you work out, if you ignore the negative, you will be able to get a basic angle. And sine is negative in the third and the fourth quadrant. So if you apply your third and fourth quadrant, the angle will be 180 plus alpha and 360 minus alpha. So you apply the third quadrant and you apply the fourth quadrant. So it's quite easy, and that's how you get your two angle. Okay, so for doing this, right, at O level is quite a lot of marks, 7 marks. And it's actually not that difficult. You just have to be very careful of careless mistake.